You know Amnesty, the human rights organization? Yeah. So now they published a thick report called Israeli Apartheid Against Palestinians, a cruel system of domination and crime against humanity. The organization calls for the return of refugees to all parts of Israel and states that there's apartheid not just in the territories, but towards Israeli Arabs as well. Of course, in the report, there's not a word about Palestinian violence and terrorism. And this is crazy because they invented a lie that there's an apartheid regime here, and generations of children and young people are growing up on this lie. And now there's also an official report about it. The reason is the egoistic relations between us. And therefore, this is how we seem in the eyes of the nations of the world. In Amnesty's report, there's not a word about the relations between us Jews. You don't see the connection, but I do understand that it exists. What do you see, Dr. Lathman? We are treating others badly, and this is what the world feels. But it's a lie. The leader of any other power would have already erased entire populations here. We're treating them with silk gloves. And everyone would have talked about him more favorably than they talk about us now. That's exactly the thing. Why is there such a lie? What is this lie? Why? Because we owe it to the world to give them the method of correction. Correction of what? Correction of the relations between people. What is this method? Love another as yourself. It's not new. All religions have been saying this for thousands of years. I don't know about religions. I don't care about anything besides one thing. That unless the nation of Israel keeps it, they'll have no right to exist altogether. You're not just saying it, you really mean it. That a person needs to love another person like he loves himself. Yeah? But that's impossible. You can demand this of me, but I simply can't love another as I love myself. Until you'll do it, the world will always think that you are the world's evildoer. So how will this miracle happen, that we'll start loving another like we love ourselves? That everyone will think that all the evil in the world exists because Jews, they draw the general evil that exists in the world to Israel, and through Israel to the rest of the world. And therefore we have no choice but to connect with one another as much as we can in order to bring this evil to ourselves, correct it, and invert it to good.